Hey guys, it's your girl Key back with another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Key and I am a nursing student. On this channel, I talk about all things nursing and just my overall nursing experiences. So we just gonna jump right into the video. I don't waste no time, baby. So the first thing that I dislike is the fact that I'm always broke.
Sis, that ain't cute, being broke.
I don't like being broke at all. Like, it's hard going from having a certain amount of money to having this little bit amount of money that barely covers anything. So the reason why I'm always broke is because I feel like when I work more, my grades drop. So the less I work, the better my grades are, and school comes first for me. So if I have to cut down on my hours, that's what I would do. And if the consequence of that is the fact that I'm going to be broke or some things are going to be paid late, then that's just what it's going to be. But y'all like my hoodie? But yeah, so I think that's the hardest part for me, just because that's the extra stressor on top of other things that that is going on with nursing school and just like overall like life stuff. So I do believe that if I did not have to have financial problems, that I would have a smoother nursing journey. But these are the things that I have to do and I have to go through. So it's just like, it is what it is. So there are some people in my program who have families, such as like parents, or like there's a lot of people who are married in my program who depend on their spouse. So their spouse and their parents are the ones who support them financially. So they don't have to worry about finances at all. So they don't have those type of problems. So what I would say is that if you are someone like me who do not have consistent financial support, I would suggest for you to just work as much as you can, like over summer breaks, over winter breaks, and just save your money. The second thing I dislike about being in nursing school is I feel like I have anxiety now. I've had this since I was trying to apply for the nurse program, just because it took me some time to finally get into a program. And if you want to know about that, my tips and tricks, let me know. I'll make a video about it. So yeah, so I feel like my anxiety is just like always up here most times, just because I have so many like assignments, so many due dates, and not to mention that's just not for the nurse program. In my program, I have to be a full-time student. So if I take a certain amount of nursing classes and it's not at least 12 credits, which 12 credits makes you full-time, I'll have to take another I have to take other courses in whatever subjects I want to, you know. So that's an extra stressor, because you have to make sure that you're maintaining those grades for that class as well. And I feel like not all levels have like those easy A's where you can just take it and you get an A. Like the higher you get up, the classes are more difficult. So you do have to apply effort. Like, it's not those type of classes where you don't have to apply effort at all and you still get an A. No, you have to apply effort and to get the grades that you need, just because first of all, you don't want that bad grade on your transcript, and then also you want a good GPA, just especially if you are if your program makes you keep a certain, like if you have to keep a certain GPA to stay into the program, and also if you're thinking about going to graduate school. So those are just some things to keep in mind. If you already have anxiety, I feel like the best thing going into a nursing program is just to know how to manage it, what works for you. Whether you take medication, whether you see a therapist, whether you do meditation, deep breathing exercises, whichever thing works for you. I just feel like that's something that you just need to know, and you need to apply it, just because if you don't, you're going to be having a mental breakdown like every day. And that's not to say that you won't have a mental breakdown or won't be stressed or drop a few tears every now and again, but I feel like if you actually know how to manage your anxiety, you won't have mental breakdowns as often, I feel like. Also, if you don't have anxiety, I feel like then time management. So I wasn't really big on time management. Nobody ever really showed me or taught me how to manage my time. So I feel like that's one thing that you can utilize, and maybe you won't be as stressed. Yeah, so another thing that I dislike about being in nursing school is the fact that I have to travel a long distance. Now, this is something that's just personal to me, just because not everybody has to travel a long distance to their school. Like, some people live on campus, some people live in the same city as their school, so like their commute isn't that long. But my commute is an hour and a half, and it can be stressful just because most of my time of the day is spent either driving to school or driving from school. That the drive also makes me very tired. So when I get home, most times I do not want to like right away start studying or right away start my homework or anything like that. So I feel like if you don't have to pick a school that's so far that you'll have to commute to, I feel like don't do it because it can be stressful, especially if the gas, oh my gosh, like if you have class Monday through Friday and you have to pay for gas, like that's another bill, like that you have to think about. So yeah, if you don't have to do it, don't do it. But if you do it, but if it's something that you have to do, then it's just something that you have to do, and you just have to deal with it once it comes. And that's another thing that you just would have to save for. Make sure you have a good car, because I had to get another car just because my car wasn't gonna make it the whole 4 years, So another thing that I dislike about the nursing program is that there are cliques that are formed. I feel like they're not purposeful, or like you don't mean to form a clique, but I just feel like people tend to get comfortable. Like, you have this certain group of people that you talk to every day or that you study with. So it's like you tend to, just stick with them. I'll say that in my program, most people are friendly. So I don't think there's really an issue of trying to when you're trying to communicate with somebody else like that's outside your clique. But it's still a little annoying when just the fact that there are cliques, So, and that was something that I didn't know, or I didn't know that I would be experiencing in college, just because I experienced that in high school. So I didn't know it was going to be like kind of the same. I thought that we were like all in this together, but apparently we in cliques and we doing different things. I don't know. But yeah, so people tend to stick with who they know and things like that. Even me, I do the same thing. I have a group of people who I talk to, I text, I call, I cry with. And yeah, and it's just like you tend to be with them throughout the nursing program. So my reason for telling you this is the fact that make sure you choose some good friends, just because you don't you're going to most likely be with these people until the end of the semester, probably even after the end of the semester. I feel like it's beneficial to you and just to everyone, just to have people to study with, just to study with, to just communicate with, like, because sometimes you need to just communicate with somebody who's actually going through the same thing as you. And if you don't have a good group of people, most likely y'all won't last until the end of the semester, and you'll be trying to get in where you fit in, and you can't sit with us. Psych, no, I'm just playing. Another thing that I dislike about being in nursing school is I feel like I have to get up so early that I don't want to do my hair. I don't want to do these perfect eyebrows. I just don't want to get cute. You know what? I want to get cute, but I feel like I don't have time to, just because I already have to get up at 6 something, just because I told you my commute was an hour and a half. So that means that if I wanted to do my eyebrows and I wanted to like fix myself up and do my hair, that I would have to get up at like 5 something, which is not happening because I'm already tired just from like my clinicals is in the evening. So I'm already tired just from going to clinical the night before. So having to get up and go to class is just, I just throw a hat on, throw some sweats on, and go about my way. Another thing that I dislike about being in nursing school is that people lie too much, like too much. So it's like it's a competition. People look at nursing school as a competition, but I feel like the competition was to get into the program. And that we're all in the program, I feel like it shouldn't be a competition just because what are we competing for? Like, we're all in the program, we all have to get the same grades. It just doesn't make sense to compete. Like, if anything, we should be helping each other. But there are some people who will, like, they'll, like, if you didn't do so well on a section like cardiac or something like that, and you ask someone in a program who got an A, oh, what did you get on your test? They'll say an A, and then you'll ask them like, oh, well, how did you study? Because like I didn't do so well, and I want to know, I want to be able to know the information and like retain the information. So how did you study? Oh, I didn't study. People in this program, they will lie and they will tell you that they didn't study, that they didn't do the homework, that they are lost, just as lost as you, and you know that they're not lost because in class they're answering all the questions correctly that the teacher is asking. If you're answering all the questions correctly that the teacher is asking in class, you can't be that lost. So I feel like it's a lot of just spiteful, just competition things that's going on, and it's just like it's for no reason at all. Like, I feel like, what is the harm? Me succeeding has nothing to do with you. Like, it's not going to make or break you if I succeed. So I feel like everyone should just be more willing to help each other, but that's in a perfect world, and that does not happen in nursing school. So that's why, another thing, make sure you pick your friends wisely, just because you don't want to have people who are using you, who want to study with you, who want to do certain things with you, but or get certain information from you, but when you need help or when you need like any type of assistance or like extra time from them to help you like understand something, you want friends who are going to spend that extra time to help you understand, or spend that extra time to go over things with you that you don't understand, and maybe they do. You don't want the type of friends who will let you fail just because they're low-key in competition with you. Even in life, you don't want no friends who are in competition with you. So use that same parameters that you use with life friends, and do the same thing with your nursing school friends, because it's the same thing. The same rules apply. You don't want friends who are low-key in competition with you. It just doesn't make sense to do that. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing that I hate about being in nursing school. I hope that you guys don't ever have to experience that. But if you do, I just feel like then that's when you need to start reevaluating and figuring some things out and start subtracting, because no, I'm not going to have nobody around me or nobody in my little clique, so to speak, that does not reciprocate. Because like, you're not going to be able to gain from me, but I can't get the same help or get the same like friendship that I give to you. No, it's not happening. So that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and if you have any suggestions, any questions about anything, please leave a comment down below. And thank you. With that.